me as Superhead, the insatiable lover of many Hollywood stars, sports figures, and some of music's most influential performers and executives. None of that is who I really am, nor does it tell the whole story. Along my journey, there are things I've seen and overheard which could tarnish and even demolish the reputations of some of these artists. I realized then that I had a power which had nothing to do with my body, or my looks, or my sexuality. I had information, usually confined to members of the good old boys clubs of the industry. I had been allowed behind those doors as a modern-day Mata Hari. The days of MC Lyte, Yo-Yo, Sister Souljah, and Salt and Pepper have faded away. Our queen, Latifah, has broken new ground in another sector, but has left her place on the throne of hip-hop empty, waiting to be filled. We live in a world where the only goal at the end of the day is profit and top 10 spots on the Billboard charts. Members of the industry are being rewarded for selling the most records, destroying in the process the most beautiful thing about us as a culture, our girls and young women. It was so easy to be drawn in and dominated by it all. Music videos only occupied a short year and a half of my life, but the picture and the purpose are much larger than that. Magazines, music videos, films, and television continuously fill the heads of young girls with visions of perfect bodies, sex, and money. Parents are often either absent or uneducated or both, rendering them largely unaware of what's going on right in their own living rooms. That little girl whose head was filled with those deceptive visions of wealth and fame is me, all grown up and ready to tell what I know. Chapter 1. Death and Life. October 2001. I was laying on the hard, cold floor in the bathroom of the famous Chinese bistro Mr. Chow in Beverly Hills. It is one of the most upscale and renowned restaurants in the world, yet I was at the lowest point of my life. With my head next to the toilet, I was alone, in debt, with no friends, and no hope. It had been a long, hard trip that led to this fall. It was a wild roller coaster ride that included some of the hottest names in hip-hop and Hollywood. For 2 years I rode it out. I was in the middle of it all, dining with P. Diddy, partying with Vin Diesel, going one-on-one with Shaquille O'Neal. I had money, 3 cars, a condo in a prestigious neighborhood, a nanny for my son. I had starred in some of the hottest music videos with Jay-Z, LL Cool J, Ja Rule, and Ludacris. I had even co-starred in the blockbuster film A Man Apart opposite Vin Diesel. But here I lay, on a cold bathroom floor, hugging the toilet's frigid porcelain, completely hopeless. I was broke, homeless, and probably dying. The last thing I remembered was my body shaking violently as I sat on the toilet with my head in my hands, and my friend Eva hovering over me asking if I was okay. But now I was on the floor, and she was gone. Can I move? Was the only thought swirling through my head. I tried to say something to make sure I was alive. I couldn't. I tried to move my leg, and it worked. I stood up gingerly and made my way to the sink. I looked around the small, one-stall bathroom. It was dimly lit and tiny, yet elegant. I held on to the sink, looking at myself in the mirror. My pupils were fully dilated, and I could feel my knees wobbling beneath me. I splashed cold water on my face, hoping to snap out of the trouble I was so obviously in. I looked at my jewelry and clothes. I still wore the diamond heart pendant and the canary yellow diamond earrings that my ex-husband had given me years before. My ring and bracelet were gifts purchased at Tiffany. My long nails were perfectly French manicured, and my hair was long and black. My skin had been tanned by the Miami sun, and my eyes were gray, thanks to my colored contacts. My face was made up to perfection, compliments of MAC and Chanel. My jeans were a $200 pair by fashion icon Marc Jacobs, and the rest of the ensemble followed suit. everything was...
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.